A lot of Kennedy stuff on TV.
Yeah, I saw you tweeting about that.
It was, I guess, 50th anniversary of his assassination.
Well, soon.
Something like that.
22nd, isn't it?
22nd.
Is it?
Yeah, November 22nd.
Yeah.
We're still 11 days out.
So they were playing a lot of stuff, and they had this one show. It was pretty cool on, what the hell was it on? Smithsonian, one of those great channels. And it was a bunch of footage, video and film footage from the time that really doesn't get seen that often. A lot of the interviews with the law enforcement and
nice.
And even where they bring Lee Harvey out for the fucking perp walk pretty much, and they're just chatting with him. And the thing that amazed me the most was the access the media had to everything back then. It was like you couldn't shut them out of anywhere. Like if they put a mic in front of you and you were a public official, law enforcement, or the criminal himself, you felt compelled to talk to these people. Like oh, if you don't talk to them, you got something to hide. Or it was amazing. And the fact that there is Lee Harvey Oswald professing his innocence and saying how he wants a lawyer and stuff. Like just to hear that guy's voice. If there was a guy that tried to assassinate a president in this day and age, you wouldn't hear a word from him. You wouldn't get access to him. You wouldn't. It's amazing what happened back then.
Isn't it weird that he was saying that he was innocent and all? Because if you're gonna kill the president, wouldn't you want the whole world to know your hatred for the guy?
You'd think, especially right after.
What, he thought he was going to get away with it?
It was exactly when they got him too. He didn't later say, I didn't do this. He was adamant that he did not fucking do that.
Don't you find that strange?
Yeah, it's a little odd, but he was an odd guy.
That's what makes me also, though, have a problem with conspiracy, because if Oswald was some kind of patsy and there was all these, why would they have allowed him to be taken into custody? Like, he went home and then came back out, and I think he shot that cop. But
the best part about a patsy and stuff is the fact that you discredit him so much previously with his life, pretty much, that when he does get arrested and says he doesn't do it, or whatever story he comes up with, it's already discredited. That's why a patsy's always a guy like that. You want him to get arrested. You want to put the period at the end of the sentence.
Why not? And I'm playing devil's advocate because because the ability to read somebody. First of all, he was a very loose cannon, and second of all, they let him leave. Why don't you just, if they're going to go through all this trouble, you don't let him get interrogated by the Dallas Police Department. And I think it was the chief of police who was a very good interrogator for 2 or 3 days, and then hope that Ruby can get in and shoot him in between two. Like, what police department signs up to allow a guy to be murdered between two of their officers?
It is crazy.
And they look like clowns.
Right.
You have him hang himself at home, or you shoot him in the head and you fake a note.
Yeah.
Fuck Kennedy, I'm gone.
Well, I don't think
gone.
I don't think he was going home though, Jimmy.
No, he did go home. I'm almost positive he went home.
He didn't go home.
I'm almost positive he did go home and then went back out. I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive he went home.
Oh, you know what? I thought you meant after he was arrested.
Sorry. No. After he allegedly shot Kennedy or shot Kennedy.
Yeah, he did. Okay, right. Yes.
And then he shot Tippit.
When you see Ruby downstairs in that little ramp area that they're bringing Oswald out, it's like a movie. It's like a fucking movie, because that just shouldn't have happened. They're talking before it even happened. The news guy on the spot is talking about security, the security measures that are in place. Everyone down here is law enforcement. They're not letting people in, law enforcement or media. A lot of press down there, giant cameras and whatnot. And then they bring the armored car, a fucking armored car. They back it up to the ramp where they're going to put Oswald in here because, as the reporter says, there are many death threats. There are people that want to kill this guy. And then here comes Ruby. La-da-dee just strolls up and shoots him. It's amazing that happened.
And it sounds crazy. Why was he allowed access? It must have been a setup. And then you read, and Bugliosi's book breaks it down well, how he got down there was because he knew the entire Dallas. He knew them all.
Yeah, cronies.
It's almost like when you see a celebrity out there and everyone's getting shooed away, and I just stand there.
Yeah.
Because I know the people who are like the photographers, and not the celebrity, but I know the talent booker. I don't belong there, but I'm somehow, that's what it was.
The cops had been down to his club so many times.
Knew Jack Ruby.
Doing code, see if there was any code violations and stuff. And, especially back then, There was probably some stuff, on the arm, a few drinks, a few of the ladies, whatever.
Of course.
So they all knew him, and he was probably like, "Hey, man, you mind if I just hang out and watch him walk down?"
Yeah, cool,
hey,
man,
Jack,
cool.
just stay back there. It's cool. And then they're like, "Oh my God, Jack just shot the fucking guy."
Didn't John Kerry come out in recent days saying he has his doubts?
Gay?
Oh, see, I
think he has his doubts.
Does he?
That Oswald acted alone.
Well, he's an idiot.
Was it
too,
John
so.
Kerry that mentioned that very, very recently?
Yep.
Yeah. What did it say? Because that's pretty interesting. Because Kerry's been around a real long fucking time. Is this the clip?
Yeah, he doubts Oswald worked alone.
How long's the clip?
6.5 minutes. That seems like far too long.
Anderson Cooper.
Yeah, John Kerry's a fucking bore.
There was also that nurse that came out and was saying that there was another bullet hit him. You didn't read that? She was
Really?
She was one of the Parkland Memorial. This was yesterday. I was reading this, and she said that there was another bullet that hit the president. It was between the neck and ear somewhere.
Really?
And that bullet was never entered into evidence. And she is a believer in some sort of conspiracy theory. So again, it's hard for me.
Why wouldn't they enter that into evidence?
I don't know. I mean, the problem I have with that, though, is when this was all happening, how did they know? All of these people intuitively know how many bullets were needed to make the conspiracy.
Well, that's true.
This was happening. Like, they didn't have the hindsight to look at. This was live. So all of a sudden, they bring in a fucking massacred president, and the operating doctor's like, okay, we're going to have a commission come, and we're going to have 3 bullets. Who's thinking that way with the fucking skull of a president in front of them? I don't know. It's hard for me to put that... Because it was happening alive, and in that moment, you didn't know what was going to... How the fuck... They didn't know that one of the bullets had missed and fucking shot and hit, oh my God, James Tate.
Yeah, by the bridge, right?
That came out after.
Yeah,
They didn't call that person hit with that first bullet, so there's only 2. We need a 3rd bullet because Connolly got hit, and you're not going to find any fragments. Let's do all this now with the still breathing but massacred president in front of you.
Yeah.
Patsy, we got the Patsy. We have a guy who owns a strip club and who has a drinking problem. He'll murder him between 2 of your police officers. Copy, yeah, we're going to allow that to happen. Keep it under your hat.
Keep it under your hat.
What the fuck are people talking about? Like, I understand how it looks fishy, but when you look at it logically,
There's just too much.
And there's too many simpler ways to do things.
That's true.
Too many simpler ways.
They showed Zapruder doing an interview with one of the newsmen in the old news studio, and they asked him, what did you see? And he describes it. He knew right away. He knew right the fuck away that was it. It was like, oh, they killed him. Yeah. He said you saw, he saw the president grab his throat. He saw that. And then he said, then his head just came apart. He goes, the insides of his head just came out. Man. So he fucking knew. And to have that on video or on film was amazing.
What is John Kerry saying there in that 6-minute clip? They got the quote, at least?
He's saying that he has serious doubts that Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone, and then he says he certainly has doubts that he was motivated by himself. I'm not sure if anybody else is involved, but I have serious questions about whether they got to the bottom of Lee Harvey Oswald's time and influence from Cuba and Russia.
So he's just saying, like, he listened to some shit and was influenced, and yeah. All right.
With his history, Oswald... And if you're going to use that guy, who, again, had already shot at a public official, why do you let him get taken into custody? That whole Dallas Police Department was in on it. Fuck you. One of their cops was killed. What do you think, cops back then were different than they are now? They're people. Picture any cops you know going, hey, this guy murdered the president, and he shot a guy in our department, but let's keep the conspiracy thing going. You out of your fucking mind?
Well, if there was a conspiracy, the people that put it together probably were using the Dallas Police Department. Like I said, you want any good conspiracy, I think you want it to take some kind of natural course.
Sure.
I don't think you want everything to be choreographed out. So you do as much setting up as you can so you could kind of predict what's going to happen, aside from things like Ruby. I mean, I don't know. Who the fuck knows what happened and what was pre-planned. But when you set up a guy like Lee Harvey Oswald to be a communist, to be indecisive and crazy and all that stuff, you could then just let him go, and no matter what he says or does, there's going to be that either element of doubt, or it's going to say, well, this figures, he's a commie. So you don't really have to hang him in his house. You don't have to do anything. He could have been locked up and to this day be pleading his innocence. It doesn't matter at that point.
But if he was giving names, it would matter. Like, you're right to a point, but if all of a sudden that interrogator, and they said the guy was a very tough and smart interrogator, they didn't throw some bum in there with him. He said, oh, yeah, this is what happened. It was so-and-so from this and from that, and this is the progression, and this is who you can talk to. But none of that stuff happened. And he could have just said that to the press, and people could, well, all those notes could have been burned, you know. He was allowed to talk to the fucking press.
Right.
What if he stands there and he starts going, there's a guy in the CIA named Bill Bellinger, and Bill Bellinger said, you're going to take that chance and let this guy talk to the media?
Maybe he was separated from the upper echelon of the conspiracy. Some lower-level guys that if he gave names, they're just some dopey fucking guys that are, you know, as commie as he is, and, you know, the people that he used to hang around with and hand out literature and shit like that.
Why would he yell that he's innocent?
I don't know.
Probably expected to get away with it.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, maybe he wasn't one of these death by gun, like, you know, suicide by cop things.
But if
he wanted to get away with it.
But if he was part of a conspiracy, he has to know that there was a chance he was going to get caught.
Yeah.
So why are you yelling, you know, I'm innocent, I'm innocent?
But that's the whole thing. Maybe
at that point, you suck it up, right?
Maybe he didn't even know he was part of a conspiracy. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, and that's been looked at. Every scenario has been
And now the
looked
whole
at.
thing has been watered down because it's been 50 years.
Yeah.
You don't even know what's real and wrong anymore.
Technology
or a lot of
helps
stuff
a
you
little
don't
bit,
know.
though. Some of the technology with the photos and stuff, actually, like, the longer the time that is, and that's what's kind of convinced me against it, was all these things that looked convincing. When computers have examined the photos, you're like, again, I've said it before, that thing, Black Dog Man, was like some little figure that looked like it was a figure in the grassy knoll. Is this Black Dog? Because it looked like a black dog.
Dog Man.
They have all these weird names, Umbrella Man and fucking Babushka Lady, what the fuck she was called. You know?
It's the worst superheroes ever. Umbrella Woman.
Yeah.
Didn't we meet her?
No, Beverly Oliver, her name is. No.
There was one of those people that were they just hang out at Dealey Plaza now. When I went down there with my brothers, I'd have to ask them. We met a few of those people because they have nothing else to do with their lives. So every day they go down to Dealey Plaza and hang out and take pictures with everyone that's going down there checking out the scene. Yeah. I think she's one of them that used to go down there. She's still alive. But we did it about I'm trying to think about
2004 or 5 maybe.
Yeah, about 8 or 9 years ago we did it. Yeah. So. Yeah.
So these photos, the one photo of the thing that looks like the outline and the knoll, like the computers did this thing, and they said if that was a real guy, he would have been 2.5 feet tall. It's like so many.
That's a conspiracy right there.
Just a little guy.
Why couldn't they get a little midget or something?
Fella.
Just to really fuck people up.
The tiniest assassin.
His teeny little gun. Yeah. Blows him back into the shrubs.
Horrible.
Speaking of little fellas, did you see our pal Progeria Sam? From the HBO documentary at the Bruins game. Did you see this picture?
Bruins jersey on. He looks even older than he did. He looks even older than he did in this fucking documentary. Poor little kid's life is taken away.
3 in.
Little mayfly.
Yeah, that one. That's the one. That is unbelievable.
Did they throw any hits at him? Put him against the boards?
Little Progeria Sam has a Bruins jersey on, and he's taking a picture with Char and somebody from the Maple Leafs.
Start getting into a brawl in the middle of the ice
and winning,
punching him in the head. Yeah.
When he starts winning, when you find out he's a really dirty little player, he takes a stick and he's chopping ankles and throats,
biting crotches.
He just slipped on the ice and broke every bone in his body.
Oh, he would too. They got to be careful.
Isn't that unbelievable?
Careful.
That kid's 17.
17. He looks like a little old codger. Tiny old man.
You can find the picture. It's online. I tweeted over the weekend. It's everywhere. Go check it out if you haven't.
He can pretty much go to whatever he wants to. Hey, I'd like to fucking,
Well, we talked about
this out.
And he picks a Dave Matthews concert.
Well,
what the hell's wrong with him?
Just because you have progeria doesn't mean you have good taste.
Exactly.
But you can pick anybody.
I know.
Go meet the Stones. What are you doing? Wasting it on Dave Matthews.
Yeah. Oh, gee. Look at that.
Good old Sam up there in Boston.
Look at him, his little suit.
Progeria Sam. Still going strong, huh?
Well, he's as strong as you can go.
Yeah, but I mean,
progeria.
He might be the longest survivor ever.
What a bitch to have a disease that like 250 people in the whole world have it, because no one really, it's not that urgent, you know? You're not like, well, we got to...
Right.
People love saving quantities of people.
Well,
if
it happens in your family, it's ridiculously urgent.
Yeah, then it's really urgent.
And you got to be really frustrated that no one listens to you.
Yeah.
Although in this case, they listened to the lady.
Yeah.
Her
She had a good
research
story and
her research could help everybody.
yeah.
She's really looking into the whole aging thing in general.
Yeah, that's her shoe in there. If you could say, well, it could help my kid, but hey, it might help humans as far as aging goes, then they're like, all right, let's jump on it.
Remember the other story where the girl never aged? We just talked about her, and I think the next day she died.
Yikes.
I think she was 20 years old, and she never really aged past the age of, I don't know, like 5 or 6.
Could she
looked
talk
like a
at all?
5-year-old. No, she was pretty retarded, as they say.
Yeah, but she wasn't aging physically. It
No,
was really,
she looked
really, really creepy.
She looked like a toddler.
And we were talking about her, and then like a day or two later,
that was it.
She died at the age of 20.
Yes.
I think that what she had was even rarer than the progeria.
Oh, yeah. I think they didn't even know what the fuck she had. Like, at least they could identify this. They had no clue what the fuck she had. They had never seen it. Mm-hmm. Like one in the world. Yeah. You don't want to be that. You want to be the one in the world person.
No.
Jesus.
Hey, this is Baby McLittletot.
That's good.
Thanks.
That's good, Todd.
Yeah, I'm going to call you and do a prank. I was at your store and I was gaga-gooing.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, and a man came over, he goes, what do you want? And I said, my cunt's too small.
And we'll be back after these messages.
The Opie and Anthony Show, Sirius XM. All right, well, that sucked. To hear the Opie and Anthony Show 5 days a week live on satellite radio, online on your phone or tablet, or even on demand, go to SiriusXM.com. Also, interact with the Opie and Anthony Show on Twitter, at Opie Radio, at Anthony Cumia, and at Jim Norton.